Like, how am I supposed to get experience? Give me the job and then I'll have the experience. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanya and I'm currently in Calgary. I am an international student. I'm starting off my marketing journey again from scratch. Today's video is super important and close to my heart because I'm going to tell you guys all about how I landed my first job after 6 months of continuous job rejections, making different templates for my cover letters and adjusting them to the companies that I'm applying to. It was a lot. Honestly, I felt like I learned it the hard way, but this video is going to be all about how you can do the same, but it can save you the 6 months. Hopefully. So grab a coffee, maybe a notepad too, and let's get right into it. You know what's the most stressful part of being an international student? It's all about finding a new job and a proper job that would obviously help you to pay your bills. During the 6 months of finding or looking for a job, I literally did everything. I applied to every job that came my way. You think of a job site or a job portal, I've been there. I've applied to jobs on that, but nothing really worked. I did try to go and meet them in person. That also did not work out. There was a time when I went to submit my resume to this restaurant come cafe come bar kind of a thing, and they asked for my resume because I went to inquire if they were hiring, and they did take my resume and the resumes that they received from people who walked in before me, along with the resumes that they received from people who walked in after me. So, what might just happen in this situation is that your resume will just collect dirt. So, 6 months of doing that, so I kind of got tired of applying for jobs and not really getting an answer. I knew the ball was obviously in my court, and what I started doing was I started grabbing the email IDs. I started applying to companies and to the people whose email IDs were already obviously out in the market, and for the purpose of reaching out to them. Being an international student or being anyone in Canada, you cannot just send random emails to people because they can consider it as a spam, and there are strict laws towards that, so keep that in mind. I sent out emails, and this is what actually worked for me the most. Out of the 10 jobs that I applied to directly, 8 of them came back to me with an interview. And you know why? Because I tweaked my resume and my cover letter according to the job profile and the job description, because different jobs require different skills. I kept my resume short and simple. I included my skills, I included my experiences, I included easy, simple words that were to the point, and in my cover letter, I just included a small introduction about myself, why I moved, what I'm doing in Canada, what my goals are with the company and in the country as an individual. That's it. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Canadian experience. I did not get it at first because how am I supposed to get Canadian experience if you're not offering me a job? How am I supposed to get experience in Canada if I don't even have a job, right? Give me the job and then I'll have the experience. I mean, make it make sense. But down the line, I realized that it's not about having the perfect job as soon as you come here. It is just to get that Canadian experience. It is as simple as it sounds. You need a part time job, you need to start small. I also want to just add this that your past experience does matter. Before moving to Canada, I did have experience in operation, in marketing, and in sales, and I made sure to apply all of that to my resumes because I wanted my resume to stand out. Just because you do not have Canadian experience initially doesn't make it useless. And focus on your skills, focus on the communication, focus on getting your point across, focus on things like teamwork, focus on things like what did you bring in with the companies that you were working for, what were the results that you delivered. You need to add up all of this in your resumes, not so much into your resume but your cover letter. A cover letter is very important. Tailor your CVs or your resumes to each job that you apply to. Customer service, communication, teamwork, all of that counts. Keep the layout clean and easy to read. I do have a link to the template of my resume and my cover letter. You can go through it and see if that helps you. If that does help you, please drop a comment down below and let me know, and I'll be sure to include different and new resources for you every time I make a new video. I hope this video gave you some clarity if you are job hunting to make a living for yourself in Canada. I see you. I see how hard you're working, and trust me, it's going to be fine. So drop a comment if you have any questions, or if you want me to make a new video or create a new video on an entire breakdown of my resume and my cover letter. And of course, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if this video helped you.